Good morning. Hope you had a good weekend and that you found some time to take care of yourself and to take care of others. I wanted to show you the tree from Friday. Look what Mother Nature did for us over the weekend. It's really gorgeous and full. This story I wanted to tell this morning is longer than it needs to be, but if you're in special events, you'll enjoy it. It was 1996, and I was a freelancer and freelancing for Robert Isabel. And I got a call that said, "Do you think you can get a security clearance?" And I haven't been arrested, sure. So did get a security clearance, and we ended up at the White House because the powers that be decided that another way to deflect from the blowjob, if you will, would be to really decorate the White House for Christmas and make a big press thing out of it. So the powers that be called Robert Isabel, whom, if you don't know, is the grandfather of us all in special events. He came out of Studio 54, but continued on. He and Paul Bott and Philip Balloon, hi Paul, and Rennie Reynolds were all the people who came out of Studio 54 who created our special events industry. Anyway, the powers that be called Robert, and he loaded up tractor trailer loads full of beautiful things, and we all showed up at the White House, and it was gorgeous. I don't know if there are any images of it, but it was stunning. But what I want to talk about happened outside, on the curved part of the White House, the front part. I guess is that a portico? No. Anyway, the curved part of the White House. Robert wanted to put this huge wreath that went almost to the top, to the ground. It was probably 40, 50 feet round. And back then, we didn't really understand that what we were doing was theater. So we just got our friends and did whatever we needed to do. So he hired a crane to pick up the wreath so it could be attached to the front of the White House. And the crane picked up from one point. And it was before LEDs, so there were thousands of incandescent bulbs and wire and greens on this wreath, and they picked it up from the center point, and you know what happened. Suddenly, the wreath was an egg. So there was a big blue egg on the front of the White House, and had to take it down, and we all just kind of stood back and then very quietly went inside to continue what we were doing. I learned a lesson that night, was to hire professional people who know what they're doing. And later on, when I was hiring a professional lighting company for the first time, Bentley Meeker, he always had a vivacious, really great crew. And on his crew was Lucas Lackey, who is this wiry spitfire of a guy, and who always approached every project with a smile. And it was always a joy to have him on our crew. And I knew that he would always get the job done. And he has moved on to become a rigger. That's how we got there, see? And so if we have a rigging job, because he is such a joy, I always say, call Lucas. Call Lucas. He can get the job done. And he sent me a message this weekend after one of these, and I responded. And every time he sends a message or puts a message on Facebook, there's always hashtag PMA. And so the other day as I was signing off, I said, by the way, what the hell is PMA? And he wrote back, positive mental attitude, dude. He said that is the book that changed his life. And it got me thinking about the book that changed my life, and that is Peace is Every Step. It's written by a Buddhist monk. I'm not going to try to pretend to pronounce his name. But the first sentence of the book is, breathe, you are alive. So I ask you today to breathe. You are alive. You're here. Start checking in on people. It's going to start getting a little difficult. And people are going to start falling apart, and we need to be there for each other. But remember that there is beauty everywhere we look. We just got to remember to stop and look for it. Have a good day. Oh, by the way, if you have a book that changed your life, would you list it below? That would be wonderful, so we can share profound works of art and writing. Bye.